Boy, am I excited for some Bears playoff football. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And today, of course, is one of the biggest weeks of Bears history in the last at least 5 years. Bears, NFC North Division champions, playoff football.
Playoffs
Is here. And what better way to kick off playoff football for the Bears than to be at home to face those damn Green Bay Packers. The rivalry part 3, which was split 1-1 in the regular season. So the grudge match is something that I personally cannot wait for. So today we are going to preview, predict, and talk about matchups and things that I'm looking forward to seeing and what we think we're going to see in this Bears-Packers game. And make sure you guys leave this video a like. It continues to help the channel to grow. Make sure you click the subscribe button and leave the notification bell clicked so you won't miss anything that I post. But I don't want to make this too long already. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Now, I don't want to make this too long. I could be talking about this game all day. But when we're talking about this matchup, both for games in the first two came down to the last play. Both of these games, very close football games. This rivalry in this game, especially these games, prove that the Chicago Bears are a totally different football team than years past. And one thing that I think the Bears should do coming into this game is, number one, they have to run the football. We've seen the way that this Bears defense has played the last 2 weeks. They are null and void at times to get stops. Now, granted, they went 1 of 4 in the red zone last week against the Detroit Lions, and they went 0 of 5 in the game a couple weeks ago against the Green Bay Packers. But when we played the San Francisco 49ers, boy, we couldn't get a stop. So one thing that I think can balance off a defense that, number one, needs to be off the field as much as possible, and two, has them energized to kind of get some of those turnovers, is that you have to win the time of possession. You have to. We're talking about this Bears offensive line, and it's questionable whether Ozzie Trapillo is going to play or not. So we're going to see how monitor that. Even though Braxton Jones has been activated off an IR, I would not put him in the ball game. Then on top of that, guys like DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai. Neither running back has ran for 100 yards these last 2 weeks. And when we're talking about that, I think that is something that is 1,000% going to have to change. Now, we've seen one thing that Green Bay hasn't, especially against Baltimore, in a must-win game, they were ineffective of stopping the run. Now, granted, Derrick Henry is a much better back than what we have, and we're going to just call a spade a spade. But I think the way Ben Johnson disguises or creates the outside zone scheme and the way that he's running football with Loveland and Kmet both been better blocking tight ends, I think you are going to have to pound the rock. I would say at least both combined 35, 40 times in the game. Between 30 to 40 carries. I think it's going to be a break that you are going to have to run a football in. Even if we didn't have the conditions, you're going to have to run a football in. I think combined with both backs, 30 to 40 times in this game to give yourself a chance, to give yourself, especially your defense that not been great at stopping the people and has been giving up a ton of yards, you're going to have to run the football. Caleb, I think he's going to have to make some throws when he needs to. I think that goes without saying. The last couple of weeks, I will say he has looked a lot more comfortable in the pocket. So shout out to Ben Johnson and the way that he's scheming up the pocket. And I think the play action pass is going to be big dividends if you're able to run the football at a successful rate. Teams were threatened by the run game, but if you're able to actually effectively run the football on this Packers defense, that's going to set up so much of your offense. Now, we get that they've been without Micah Parsons, but even when they didn't have Micah Parsons last year, and it's basically the same roster, they were a top 5 defense. So I'm one that I am concerned a bit of necessarily this offense for the Bears. And the main reason I'm concerned is that they have to start fast. We cannot have consistently going 3 and out early in the ball game. I think the Bears, especially on offense, are a team that is best playing with a lead. I think this is a game you're going to have to get the lead early, especially with the way that this Bears defense has been performing.
Yo, what's up, guys? APW Sports here, and today's video is being brought to you by ExpressVPN. Now, there's a few things I really like about having ExpressVPN. One, I feel protected. Being on the internet a lot as a content creator, or being on the internet period, especially in the 2025 modern era, you're going to need protections from hackers. You're going to need protections from your passwords. You're going to need protections from your vital credit card, vital personal information. ExpressVPN does an excellent job of protecting you. And also, if things happen to slip or if things have been exposed before, you will get alerts to your phone that will let you know that things have been exposed to the dark web and that you should take action. And then another thing that I really like about it is that you can unlock more of Netflix. Now, me personally, if you guys don't know, I am a big WWE fan. And since the WWE has a partnership with Netflix in the international areas, you can get your PLEs, you can get your Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all things WWE on Netflix. Best thing to do, switch your location to say a Canada, to say a United Kingdom, and bam, there you go. You have all your access to your WWE content, and it unlocks more things that necessarily United States does not carry. And that is another thing that I really love about ExpressVPN. So to get yours today and get 3 months free, click the link below and use code APW Sports at checkout to get 3 months free of ExpressVPN. You will not regret that at all. Best investment you will ever make. Protect yourself and unlock more television on Netflix to watch. Now, we're gonna get back to this video.
You're going to have to get an early lead, maybe 7-0 lead, 14-0 lead. You are going to have to get a lead early now. It's easier said than done. But the way this defense has been playing with, I think with Watson and Reed, who are 2 big threats. And then on top of that, you have Kyler Gordon coming back, so I think that is going to help a lot. C.J. Gardner-Johnson has been questionable with the concussion at the time of me recording this. It's interesting to see if he's going to be able to play. But I think with the way that this Bears team has kind of been lack of pass rush, and some of the times the blitzes don't even get home, you're going to have to get yourself a little bit out of man coverage, because this is not a team that's playing well with man coverage. We've seen it last week, and we've seen it at points against the San Francisco 49ers. And the Green Bay Packers offense has the tendency and has the ability to be in a very explosive offense. So I think the Bears cannot play as much man coverage on these receivers, and with Jordan Love, his ability to throw the football to his weapons, and he spreads the football out too, cannot play as much man coverage, because this is a Bears team that's going to get beat a lot of man coverage. I get you got to disguise the looks, make things different, but you cannot consistently play man coverage, because number one, you don't have the personnel for it, and two, it has been ineffective, especially these last couple of weeks, against better offenses. And the Green Bay Packers is right up there with a healthy Jordan Love with a better offense that can move the ball up and down the field. We got bailed out with the 0-5 in the red zone in a couple of weeks ago, but the Bears came back. But at this point, if you don't get the turnovers, the Bears defense could possibly be in some trouble because they've been lacking getting after the quarterback. And I think that's one thing that can affect Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs, I think they're going to try to pound and run the football, especially with the way that this line. I don't think this line is as great, and the running game hasn't been as much there as we've seen probably early on in the season. But they are going to try to run the football on this Bears defense with Josh Jacobs. So I just think complementary football is going to be key. Whether you punt the ball or put them in deeper positions to make them drive the whole field, I think that's a big deal. 2, you're going to have to play complementary football and run the football as a Bears offense 30 to 40 times a game. 3, you're going to have to get at least a takeaway. And this team is dependent on takeaways. It's easier said than done, and I was one that was questionable if takeaways can continue. You're going to have to get at least 1 to 2 takeaways because of the way that this defense has looked. Now, they only gave up 19 points last week, but the Lions were converting third down after third down and moving down the field. And the one thing that Green Bay Packers are very successful at is converting on third down. And that is something that the Bears gotta be better at. Whether it's bringing some of those blitzes, whether it's getting yourself in some zone coverages, you are going to have to be better on third down, especially against the team in the Packers that is very efficient on converting third downs. But with all that said, my pick of this game is going to be I am going to roll with the Green Bay.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Y'all really think I was going to roll with the Packers? Please. I am rolling with the Chicago Bears in this ball game, and I'm picking a score of 28-24. I think this Bears defense is going to have some lapses. I'm going to just be 1,000% honest. The way that this defense is played, it is going to have some lapses. But I just think if the Bears continue to run the football and then get the play action game going, you're going to have a very good chance of being successful against this Green Bay Packers defense, especially against Baltimore that has shown the ability to not be able to stop the run as much as teams have done with this Bears offense this past couple of weeks. I think you get to that magic number 30 carries for this total backfield. I think Caleb plays a lot better. I think the Bears, I don't think they get 2 takeaways. I see them getting a takeaway, and I think it's going to be a crucial matter. And the way I anticipate this game playing out, I think at some point later in the game, maybe third, fourth quarter, Green Bay takes a lead. But I think the Bears drive down the field, get a go-ahead score, and I think they are able to hold off a potential Green Bay drive. And I think that is kind of the way that this game is going to end. And as much as this Bears defense has been negligent, I think they make the necessary stop to win this game at home to move on to the divisional round. I have the Bears winning 28-24 in the wild card game. But those are my thoughts. Leave you guys in the comments down below. Leave this video a like. Continue to help this channel to grow. And make sure you click that subscribe button. It will help this channel out so greatly so we continue to make good content. And click the notification bell so we're not missing anything that I post. But it feels good to talk about Bears football in the playoffs because I don't get to do that too often. And I am APW Sports signing out. Can't wait for Saturday. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have an excellent day. Bear down. Peace.